guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today is finally the day. We have the world's cheapest Bronco here, and we're finally going to start building it. Now, obviously, you guys know we tinted this thing like a long time ago. Pedal Monster, iDash in there. Love this. There's only about 1,600 miles on my Bronco. Haven't driven it much because at the moment as well, I was trying to see if we could get the, I have a whole 12-inch screen, but you need the dash and probably the radio module and a bunch of other stuff. But while this is out, I want to run and do all the audio in this thing because I'm going to be honest, the stock audio system, if you just have the base audio system, is actually garbage. It's really bad. So we're going to upgrade this fully. I think I want to do a set of 3-way components in the front, and then maybe just a set of coaxials or something in the rear. I definitely want to do a 3-part component in the front here. So we got our woofer, we'll have our mid, and then we'll mount a tweeter up here somewhere. Couple subs in the back, and this thing will be rocking as well. But today we're actually gonna get going on the Advanced Fiberglass Concepts body kit for this. As you can see, this fender's already off. This is kind of what the body kit's gonna give us. It's gonna give us a little bit more width, but it's gonna delete this black fender piece. It's gonna make it look more sleek. It's gonna make it look so much better. And with the paint job we're gonna give this thing, yeah, we tried out a wrap. I really didn't like it, so we're gonna paint this entire thing. A super cool color scheme. I'm holding it off. I'm not gonna tell you guys what it is or what I'm doing. We're just gonna do it, and I know you guys are gonna like it. This is gonna be probably one of the coolest, the sweetest, and honestly the most awesome Broncos out there, because it's actually going to be custom. It's actually going to be unique. It's not going to be a retro package. It's not going to be this. It's actually going to be a true one-off custom built Bronco, and that's going to be slick. Don't forget, we're going to do a 7-inch lift on this thing, so this thing is going to be pretty big. We're also going to do a set of 38s or 40s on this. I think I need to get it on the ground and measure, because like this kit's brand new, so I don't know if I could fit the 38s or the 40s with the offset I'm going, but we're gonna do that as well. But we're gonna get going on getting all these body panels off so we can get those fiberglass fenders, rear quarters, and the hood with the scoop on.
Butter.
It's just so light.
It really is.
So guys, we completely tore this Bronco apart. We had the hardtop off of it, as you guys saw, until we put this rear quarter back on. It can sit right there for storage because that takes up a lot of space. Everything over here pretty simple to take off. There's a couple brackets here and within the fender and stuff that we will have to modify to get that body kit to fit. I promise you that. Anyway, hood's gonna look sharp on here. The new fenders, I have a feeling, are gonna look absolutely stellar on here as well. There's a couple things we found out while disassembling this brand new Bronco. Each body panel is in fact aluminum, however within it is in fact steel. So the entire interior of this Bronco, like this panel, is in fact steel. When you're looking at this, however, look at this. This was in the gas store. Look at all this crud in here, and this thing has 1,500 miles on it. Look at all this crud in here. The gap ceiling between the fender and what's, I guess, the inner fender here is very poor. So I could tell you right now, all of these new Broncos, mark my words, for like years from now, like probably 10 years from now, all these new Broncos will rust from the inside out. And probably you will never see it because the outer panels are in fact aluminum, but the interior ones are not. And stuff like this right here, you could see, boom, look at all that crud that's going to sit in there for years and years and years. Something else I kind of find very interesting, well, if crud and stuff is getting up into these rear quarters all the time, I feel like it's not long before stuff keeps and kind of gets up into, I mean, there's already stuff in here. I found that I park underneath a pine tree and a lot of the pine needles find their way down and in here, as you can see. Look at how it drains down behind here, down this, boom, down here. Look at all this stuff collecting in here. There's another part of this Bronco that's not going to be good in the future. This whole intersection here, especially with salt hitting the windshield, running its way down, this thing's going to rot from the inside out. And that being that close to all these open harnesses behind the fender, that's kind of scary as well. Knowing that stuff gets inside so easily and all this stuff is very well exposed within there. Over here we kind of got the same concept. If stuff gets up in here, you'll probably run through washer motors like crazy. Whatever this harness goes to is very well exposed as well. And this over here too, as you can see. The hood's been closed for a minute and stuff makes its way down and washes its way in here at home. 1,500 miles on it. And look at that, guys. Stuff makes its way inside of all of this with it being sealed and like hardly driven, which is crazy. Not any different on the other side, guys. Look at all of this grit. We're obviously going to clean this before we put the new body kit on and then not drive it in the rain after that. But look at that everywhere. And it probably same thing up in here. Look at this. Boom. Gets all up in there. There's just crap all over those fender liners. And like I said, this thing has 1,500 miles on it. All of these are probably going to rot from the inside out. This is what's really cool with this kit. It's like made and replicated off of a OEM fender. So just as an OEM fender, look at how good this thing lines up. Boom. As you guys can see, this thing, don't mind the gap. It's not actually fully on yet because this slot here needs trimmed, and then we can secure that fender like that. But this fender deletes the black plastic and gives us a actually slightly narrower one because of the way it's tapered. Out here is probably about the full width of the black one, you know, the black ones that come factory. But the way this is tapered and brings it in, that looks really good. And on top of that, it makes it more attractive, obviously, because it's not like a two-piece design, it's a one-piece. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to cut, trim, drill all of these panels to fit and give you the optimum, you know, factory finish that's possible with not only these fenders, the rear quarters, but also our scoop hood. And once they go on, they need to change color because white primer is not it. It's going to go through a crazy color change, and we're going to leave a touch of, you know, the classic Bronco on this. Don't you worry. Now you know why I ordered a white one, because the classic Broncos had white tops. So when the top's off this thing, I wanted the roll bar to be white as well. So yeah, guys, the Bronco project is officially underway, and honestly will be completed a lot sooner than you think. And all the other custom touches we're going to do to this, including the wheels, tires, possibly interior and sound, are simple jobs. So this thing is going to transform tenfold very quick, and it's going to be a whole new animal here shortly. Looking at this again before I let you guys go, there's a whole lot of just junk underneath this hood. Look at all these vent lines, vent tube. extra, like there's a coolant pipe, but there's an extra like barb fitting coming off of there instead of running just one of them to do this, and then there's another one, and there's like just so many things that are over engineered in these new vehicles. I'm getting tired of them, truly. I want to go back and back and back, because working on things like this Jeep and this C20, and then when we get to my first gens, like I'm going to do a full factory restoration on that. That's why it's going to take forever. That's why I haven't started. I'm going to take my time on it, and I want that straight off the assembly line. And I'm gonna get all the parts lined up, because that's gonna take up a space for a minute. But all the new stuff is just getting way out of hand, and I think I'm gonna start moving back to older and older things to make our lives simpler and simpler. If you enjoyed this video, shoot a thumbs up. If you haven't been here before, please get down there, click subscribe. Drop me a comment if you haven't already. Take care. This Bronco, we're gonna get all these panels up, the body kit on in the next video, and you'll see kind of the form that we're going for, with the doors on, the top back on, all of that with this body kit. So take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.